My name is Maanas Lal, and I'm very grateful that Vikrant Utekar has given me this opportunity to be a part of the AMP project.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, honestly, I think the concept of sanity in itself is slightly overrated. But yes, in worldly terms, there are things which keep me on the right track. I feel very fortunate that I practice multiple art forms. So, apart from writing, I also paint and I'm a digital artist, I sing. So, all these things keep me in a state of what I would like to define as sanity. And it has certainly nothing to do with the definition of what the world associates with being sane. I think insanity is extremely important in life. I feel grossly inequipped to define mental health. I think it's a very broad concept. But yes, the general feeling of being happy, of being wanted, of being loved, of being cared for is perhaps what I see as the keys to mental well being. So, mental health is perhaps that aspect of health which keeps everything in a balance. And I think the mind is where the heart also is. So, mental health is everything. Actually, this is a very important question, and I often feel like I don't do enough when it comes to caring for my own mental health. I sometimes go out of my way to help people, and I do that even at the expense of my own mental well being. So, I struggle with prioritization, I feel, and that is one of the key aspects of getting the balance correct mentally. So, I do not think I'm doing enough for my own mental health. I wish I could do more. See, this is a difficult question because writing for me has been a thing of beauty, a process of fulfillment. But maybe, when I'm interacting socially or with friends and family, I'm always finding my way through a plot on some parallel track in my mind. So I'm never fully present with people. And by plot, I don't mean a plot of land. I mean a plot of writing. So, yes, the fact that my attention is never 100% on certain things is perhaps the only rigor, if you'd like to use that word. But yeah, writing is everything. It's beautiful. It's so fulfilling, and so this is all I can really say about the rigor. Maybe had I been not so involved with my writing, I would have given a more convincing interview. things as a juggling act. So when I was a full-time software engineer with Infosys, I was pretty much giving all my time to that job. And once I moved on from there, after having gathered, I think, some very important experience from the Narayan Murthy Center of Technology in Mysore, I put that to use in my digital art. And luckily, I have never really gone through phases where I don't want to practice one art form or the other. So there's an artistic instinct. I'm sure all those who are watching this and are artists will agree with me that there are certain days when you feel like writing, when you know it's going to work. There are certain days when you feel like painting or doing digital art. And I am fortunately my own boss, so I can decide what I want to do when. So it's not really a juggling act, it's more a case of having fun and choosing what you want to do in the moment based on what your heart and your mind tells you. I think the best way to break any stigma is to practice what you preach. So the first thing I will say is that if I ever feel mentally unwell, I would certainly myself consult a mental health professional. I have always asked people who have been struggling with one or the other problem to go and see professionals and not necessarily discuss their problems with family and friends, because I think professional help brings in a very important perspective into the process of well-being, and there is a reason why people train for years in these sciences. So it is up to us as a generation to break all stereotypes related to not seeking the right help. And if you are struggling with anything, please feel free to go and consult a mental health professional. Yes and no. Yes, because I have encouraged people in my immediate circle to seek help when they have needed it. I have also spread awareness about being caring towards animals and caring for the environment. I briefly even worked for an NGO here. I was the head of the state chapter, and we were looking at the best practices for keeping the environment around people correct. So all this directly links to mental health. So to that extent, yes. But no, because I wish I do a lot more. And I feel like I'm a product of the society we all live in. So maybe there are certain things which have not left me in terms of stereotypes and preconceived notions. So I'm still growing. And maybe one day when I understand this subject better, I'll be able to do more for society. Well, what I am always looking for in everything is novelty. And I think being the first of your kind is extremely important. So I'm not looking for somebody who writes romance like Shakespeare or somebody who writes horror like Stephen King. I am looking for somebody who is bringing their own template to the art form. So novelty, new ideas, the ability to use language differently, to mold it, to create art out of it, and to not imitate the great writers of the day. So novelty is at the top of the list. And the second thing I will look for, of course, is accuracy. I think getting the English right is very important. Novelty must not go too out of hand.